G'day, Goldson here, coming you with a short video. Oh, I'm not sure if it's going to be short, medium, probably medium. But today I want to go through and show you how I go through my weekly crafts again. So it's like a revised version. What's today? It's 8 o'clock in the morning on the 7th of August. All right, so let's jump into the game, are we? Okay, so I'm going to quickly jump into my first alt. I've done a few already, and then I realized I should make a video, so I'm a little bit down the list, but I want to just go through you how I normally go through the process. Alrighty, so I normally come straight into the auction house and I'll go to Auctionator, open up the full scan, just give it a full scan. Just out of habit, I just full scan it. Don't know why, but I think it's just good to do it because it does update your crafting window. Okay, once that's done, I'll nip over to the shopping channel and I'll scan the Taylor Alchemy shopping list, and I'll just bring up the materials. And what I'll do, I'll only go into my spreadsheet, and I've got a bunch here. So what I'll do, I'll increase the zoom. Let's make it, okay, that's probably big enough. So you should be able to see all this. Okay. All right. So this one is the tailoring bolts sheet. And if you have a look on the sheet here, what I've done here, so if I delete, so the yellow boxes, the ones I edit. So at the moment I'm making Azure Weave bolts. So what I'll do, I'll nip over to here, and I'll just get the price. So the price is $25.39. Awaken order is $73.68. Vibrant Wildercloth bolts are 29 gold. They've gone up in price, haven't they? And a rank 3 Azure Weave bolt is $573.87. 573.87. All right, so I've inputted the numbers, and my sheet tells me how much my 56 alts are gonna craft. So if you can see down the bottom here, I've got like a little bit of an average happening. So I've got an average here on the right hand side. You might be able to see it, but essentially each week I would buy the materials needed for each craft. So maybe if we go to the quantity at the top here. So it's saying Awaken Frost, I need 1176, and that's to create 21. If I needed 30, I'll just type in 30 and it'll change. So it tells me what to buy, how much to buy. And if I already have some, say if I have like 450 in the bank, it'll tell me to change or just buy this much, or you know what I mean? Pretty self-explanatory, but just to show you. So I'll go through and I'll purchase everything on the list. I'll just click on it, buy. It tells me how much to buy. And then once it's bought, I just tick it. So I know all the mats are done. And if we go back over here, back to the numbers. And you see in this red box here, it says cost. So this red box is the calculation of what it costs in raw materials just to craft one bolt. So it's 186 gold of raw materials. So it's one frost, one order, and 3 vibrant Wildercloth bolts at the price of 29 gold. But it's actually going to be cheaper than that because we're making our own Wildercloth bolts, and I'll show you that after we do the Azure Weaves. But if we go over, if you can see over, you probably noticed the profit here. Profit's saying 671,000 gold, or 306% return. And it'll be right, roughly around those numbers, because we're using this number. We're buying the materials cheap, and then we're converting it with concentration, which we're going to be doing a lot of in the War Within, and converting into the rank 3 materials. Because in the War Within, if you haven't really caught on, rank 3 is the bee's knees. That's where most of the value is going to be. Or well, let me rephrase that. That's where most of the demand is going to be. And using rank 3 mats and concentration to get there efficiently is going to be the variable in that equation. So here it's telling me out of all my 56 alts, I'm going to make just under 12,000 profit. And you can see already that the profit is already factoring in the 5% auction house fee. So that's profit minus 5% auction house fee is already included in that profit. So I'm quite happy with 670k. It might not be 670, it might be 650, 660, doesn't matter. But either way, it's a profit. I'm not getting out of bed for less than 20%. So if this number is lower than 20%, forget it. I'm not going to be doing it. And I'm going to have spreadsheets in the War Within that I can just copy and paste the Auctionator results straight into my spreadsheet, and then my spreadsheet's just going to tell me on Wednesday you're going to craft this, on the next day you're going to craft that, and every day I log in, my spreadsheet is going to tell me what to craft based on the prices. So that's how I like to play the game. This is a spreadsheet management game for me, and it takes a lot of work and effort to get to where we are right now in Dragonflight. And I want to do the same thing in the War Within, but let's go back to the game. So let's say I buy all the materials, and I'll switch over to the transmutation thing as well. And so you see, it's literally the carbon copy of the other sheet. So you can probably have one of these for each recipe in the game, and which I might do. And this one's telling me it's 26% profitable for the Dracothus. So it's still profitable. So even though it's above 20%, which is my threshold, I'm still going to make 136k. But obviously with the Dracothus, the total cost to buy all the materials and all that stuff here is 500,000 gold, and the revenue's only 26%. So I've got to spend 500,000 gold to make 135,000 gold. You know, when you got heaps of alts, sorry, itchy nose. When you got heaps of alts, it kind of adds up. So like if we're adding up 136k plus 671, we're at roughly 800,000 gold just crafting these items, and if we sell them at the price that we state. But the chances of selling it at that price probably not going to happen. But either way, it's going to be more. It's going to be overall more than 20% of our revenue to revenue. So we're going to be happy with that. Okay, enough rambling. So I will buy all the stuff and I'll get it in the mail. And what I'll go to the war bank, and I'll just chuck in all the materials in the war bank. So as you can see, it's full of glow spores, silk and gem dust, cloths, you know, all the stuff. Everything's in there, right? And then I'll fly it down to the alchemist table and we'll pump out some Dracothus, yeah? So normally I'd craft 5 only. I'll craft 5 on Tuesday, and then I'll just log off. And then on Wednesday, I'll craft the remaining 5, and then I'll craft all the tailoring bolts. So I'm just going to craft 5 today, and then I'll craft the other 5 on Wednesday because I've sort of missed up my timing. But if you can see on the sheet here, yeah, Tuesday would be 5 Dracothus on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I'll do the remaining 5, and then I'll do all the tailoring stuff. So it's a 2-day process at the moment, usually. Okay, so normally I'll craft 5 there, and then I'll fly to the Azure Archives, which is a bit of a flight. But then I realized when I was doing the UI for the pre-patch that I got all the dungeon portals put on my on my bars, and I was like, what the hell? And then I realized like I've timed a 20 Azure Archives, so I can just portal there on an 8-hour cooldown, which is pretty cool. That's big time saver, man. Huge. So I'll craft 5 Dracothus and I'll port down to here, and you can see the tailoring looms just here. Once I land, I'll chuck out a guild bank down. Oh, there's a fellow crafter there. How you going? And I'll click on hit the concentration and just craft all. I normally craft 21 a week, because if you can bank up to 30, but for it to recharge from 0 to 30 takes 10 days. But if you do it on a weekly basis like me, you only can recharge 21 bolts on average. So every week I come in here and just craft 21, and then once they're finished, because I'm using concentration, and then once I've got 651 remaining, I'll then craft the remaining. I'll use the remaining concentration to craft vibrant World of Cloth bolts, because these are quite profitable actually. If you remember, they were selling for 29 gold or something stupid, you know, and the cost to craft is saying it's 11 gold 41, because we did the auctionator scan. It comes up here, so it's saying to craft 11 gold 41, profit 15.19. So that's telling me that it's profitable. So I might as well, because I've got nothing else to spend the concentration on it that's profitable. So I'm just going to do that. It might take a while because I'm fully maxed out. But it says here, it says 7 concentration per craft, and I've got 90 points here. I've got 50 points here, so it's 140. So disregarding this, so I've got 140 points in here, and it's giving me 7 concentration per craft, which is the lowest I've seen it. I've seen it go up to 10 and 12. I'm like, well, all my alts have the same amount of points, so why is it all different? Like, it's a little bit buggy, a little bit jank, but we're crafting a shitload here. So really, on a weekly basis, one tailoring alt only needs 63 of these bolts. to craft 21 a week, and we've already crafted 135, 140. So all the rest is extra. I'll just chuck it on the auction house. All right. The beauty of this process is that all the reagents are in the war bank, and I don't have to do shit. And I put the mobile bank here. I just click on the mobile bank, and then I just right click as we bolt and the vibrant Wildercloth bolts, and they go straight into here. Notice all my dreaming essences. Lol, what a fail. I keep them there as a remembrance, not to fuck up. But then I'll just hearth back to Valdrakken and I'll log off and I'll do it all again. And it didn't really take much time per ult. Now that I've got that portal and the warbank system, it's so much easier. Because before, I had to like buy all the materials on one and split them individually and then send them off, send it off to my alts one at a time. And then I realized, I could use a guild bank, which is a lot easier, but I still had to like open the guild bank and then like withdraw the items, craft them all, then put all the items back. And it was just tedious. But now with the war bank, it's so much easier for alt armies, man. Like it's like Blizzard intended the gameplay to be like this. And if you're like any gamer, you're always striving for efficiency, and that's super efficient. So that once that character's done, I'll just come on here. I'll click Tuesday done, Wednesday done, but like assuming that I did it properly, everything will be done, and then I'll send to bank. Then I know for sure that these are done, and then I'll move down to the next step, and I'll just do that until all of my alts are finished, because mind you, I've got 56 alchemists and tailorers and Dragonflight, and they're still making me gold even though we're like 2 weeks away from the war within. So exciting, right? And then once they're all in my guild bank, I'll jump on my main Goldson, and then I'll just withdraw the materials I made and then just chuck them on the auction house and call it a day. And that's it. I don't use TSM. I don't muck around. I just keep it simple. Just buy, craft, and sell, and be as efficient as possible. And obviously, to get to that point, you have to put a lot of work in knowledge points and grinding and leveling and all sorts of shit. But like, if it didn't have that aspect for it, then everyone would be rich, right? It's the same principle in real life. If in real life, everyone wants something for nothing, and they're not willing to put any effort in to make money. It's the same in the game. Exactly the same economic rules apply. And it's if you can learn this in the game first and then transfer these skills into real life, that's how you're going to become financially independent in real life. And once you become financially independent in real life, you can sit here and play games all day. All right, thanks guys. See you on the next one. Bye.